Hello and welcome back to Own the Map Challenge Survival 4X. It is now April 2, Year 4, 7:40. I was up late and up early, getting the grass work done and the last of the bales baled up. We did hay this time around. I'm just collecting them up to be stored. I think we're going to keep all of these. I don't think we'll be selling these lot. So let's jump in, let's go. Hello again. So we managed to get 51 bales off that cut. These are the final three. Storing them all in our large storage shed for now. We will eventually start storing some in the shed down by the cows, but since all the silage is up here, we might as well store them here to use with it. Our mix at the minute is 1 bale to 2 buckets of silage, and we can put some mineral feed in there if we wish, or we can top it up with a little bit of straw if we feel like it's still a little bit light. But they are in. So today, oh, we got that caught on the shed. So today is hopefully going to go better than this. It's hopefully going to be planting one of our veggie crops. I think, if I remember rightly, I think carrots and parsnips need to have the furrows dug in for them, like mounded up. But the red beet get planted in like sugar beet. So I'll probably go with red beet to save on needing to purchase another bit of equipment just yet, because we haven't got a lot of money and there's only going to be a little bit coming in. So we'll get this put away and we'll head up to the stall. It might even be a case of leasing. I'd rather not. I'd rather buy the planter and the harvester. But we'll see how things are once we get there. So let's have a look at what we can do in the whole veggie crop department. I guess it's just here under vegetable planters. Not a great choice, is there? These are for the preparation. That's it, yeah, to create the ridges. That's it. So this at the minute is the widest we've got. 6 meters. I suppose it's wide enough. It's not that big of a field that we're going to be planting, is it? But we'll want some sort of hopper on the front. That's 51. So we'll buy that. Then if we have a little look at seed tanks, what have we got? These are one and this. Oh, this one just does seed. That does no. That does fertilizer. This one just does both. This one does both. So it's a shame there's not something in the Kverneland brand. I think we go with the Lemkin, because I was just going to have a look at the Horsch. The Horsch is 1,600 litres, nearly 20,000. The Lemkin, 2,000 for 8,000. So I think that is where we go. Well, that's 2 for 9 on the Vederstad. We'll go Lemkin. It's not going to match anything, but we'll go with it. We'll buy that. And then if we sort of look at harvesters, because I need to be prepared for it. This one has a small capacity, but really needs unloading on the fly. This is way out of our price range. These are too big and out of our price range. So I think I'm going to go with the boxed one, the one that drops the pallets. This is the one I think I said I wanted to go with anyway, so I quite like the pallets. It is a bit of a thing to have to pick them all up, but I enjoy doing that. And this is going to cost 40 grand. So we'll buy that as well. This could bring us down to 100 grand pretty much, but we'll buy that. But then later in the year, we're going to want a green bean harvester, and that's like $500,000. So I may have to find time to cut down some trees, or I mean, it'll be a lease job. How much is that to lease? 25 grand to start with. I don't want it yet. But yeah, we probably have to lease that to start with. And before I even got in the store, I spent... What did I spend? Nearly 9 grand, 8,700 on repairing the New Holland. It was looking a little bit tatty. Clearly needed some work. I'm going to have to leave my weight up here for a little bit as well. Yeah, we'll just drop that there. We'll come and collect it later. Remember it's there. Will that hook on? Oh, that will. There we go. Oh, no, too much of a push. There we are. Smooth, mate, smooth. We'll just grab them seeds. I doubt there's enough to fill this. We'll grab some more seeds from the top. If not, it's not a problem. There's a few bags down there. Might surprise myself. No, look, not full. That's fine. So we'll stick our planter on the back as well. Again, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. If I was supposed to have put the ridges down for the red beet as well. It's been so long since I've done any of these crops. I'm pretty sure it was just carrots and parsnips that got the ridges. I might be wrong. It might be only the red beet that gets the ridges. I've got it completely backwards. Right, let's just go top up and get some more seed from the top farm. Oh, look at that. A naughty lizard pro bale has popped up in the used section. Nearly 20% off. That's quite tempting, that is. Just to have as a background baler, if anything. Wonder how long that'll stay there. Because we can get it on finance. And I'm trying not to use too many of the naughty, cheaty mods, but I just think I do most of my grass work baling, and even my straw baling off camera, off record. So all it would do would speed up the process for me. It wouldn't make any difference to you guys watching, I don't think. And if I was going to do some baling on camera, I could just keep using my regular baler. But it is 100 grand, and we only have 119. Wasn't much else there that was sort of tickling my fancy. But that did look pretty good. I think we'll just run up the middle. Now I might even, just to keep it nice and simple. Don't worry about headlands enough. We can run straight up and down on this. So, oh, we have to do one. What if I want no headlands? I want 0 headland. Oh, I'll just run up when it won't matter. It won't matter. It won't matter. Direction 0 degrees. There we go. Oh, it's pretty much on where I want to be as well. So we shall start our red beet harvest. Something different. Look at that, we've gone from constantly doing oats, barley, done oats, barley, wheat and whatever else. To be fair, actually I say that. We've done wheat, canola, soybeans, barley, corn, we've planted green beans, we're going for red beet. This is actually more varied than I thought it was. Now I've thought about it. We're doing a little bit of everything, which is good. Yeah, I don't think you ridge these. I think you ridge the carrots and the parsnips, and obviously I'd like to ridge for the potatoes. I know the potatoes don't need it because the potato plant ridges itself, but I might even do that. I might well do that. Nice and simple. So we are up and on it, getting into it. I'll probably just run across the top at the end. I think with this sort of crop, it doesn't matter if you're not right to the end, does it? But we will. I'll tidy them off. Yeah, hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying the series. Welcome in if you're new. Welcome back if you're not. Returning viewers, I do appreciate you, new guys and girls. If you enjoy what you see here and all the mishaps and the missteps that I take, why not go back and start at the beginning? Although we're quite a few in now, so you need a spare day to catch up. It was like episode 25, 26, something like that, might even be more. We are progressing quite nicely. We don't own a massive chunk of the map yet, but it is a big map. It's a 4x map. We own 5 plots, I think. I think we own 5. 5 out of 70. 5 out, I keep saying that, don't I? 5 out of 70. 5 out of 60. So we do own, it's big. It's big. Trying to make the most of it. We've done a good bit of logging and clearing away because I want to have an actual sort of agri logging set up on part of the map. I might have a couple of parts of the map set up like that, just because I do need to clear so many trees, off the map. I have a sort of in between as well, gone around and chopped down random trees from the map, trying to thin it out a little bit without it looking like I've suddenly made it bald. But we're trying to get down trees until it'll start to allow me to place. Once it starts to allow me to place trees, obviously I'll still need to go and cut them down, but I'll know that I'm getting close to a point where we can go off and plant some trees for us to cut. Because once we've got enough leeway in planting the trees we want, to cut the trees we want, then it's not such a big thing about not having space for trees, because I'll have created it and then we'll just wait. And we'll always find more trees elsewhere on the map that need trimming and cutting down and reshape them for fields and stuff like that. Now I'm going to do something that I haven't done so much in FS25. I used to do it a lot in 22, I used to do it a lot in 19 as well with people that I enjoyed. And that's a bit of other content creator promotion. Now I haven't done it so much for two reasons, twofold. Number one being I've not been watching as much content myself, mainly because for months and months I wasn't really playing the game, I wasn't that interested. And secondly, when I used to do it for 22 and in 19 and 22's videos, people always tell me I did too much. Do too much, you don't need to do that, you don't need to mention other channels all the time, or you know, you're too kind with it, you get shit too much like elsewhere. It's what I do, it's what I've always done. If I find someone that I enjoy watching, I like to talk about them in the videos. I just think that makes sense. So, on that note, if you haven't already, and you don't already follow or subscribe him, go and check out Kartek. He's just recently finished his Dutch Pig Farmer series. That is the first farming series. Sorry, the dogs are going to go mad outside now. That is the first farming series that I have watched in a long time, from start to finish, and also watching them as they release. I don't think I've ever been more than 24 hours off of a video release to watch. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was such a good series. He tried out some different mods. He tested some mods while doing it. He had the challenge of his pig farming and farming and rearing 1,000 pigs on his farm, doing lots of other jobs and contracts along the way. Good chat. Top bloke anyway. You should be over there supporting him, checking him out regardless. But yeah, go check that out. He's got the full series up. You can binge it if you wish. He's now focusing on his Saxlingham save and his Saxlingham series that he's dropped in and out of since Saxlingham came out, in between doing stuff with the Dutch Pig Farmer. But yeah, go check out Kartek and the Dutch Pig Farmer. That is an awesome series. There's like 20, 26, 27 episodes. So it's as long as I've been doing this, but his episodes are a lot shorter. But yeah, cracking series, go check him out. And also, while we're at it, while we're being nice about other people, someone that I often mention in a lot of my content, go check out Simudad. Simudad has finally taken the jump onto FS25. Big naysayer of 25, much like myself, wasn't impressed with launch, wasn't impressed with what it was offering, the game was empty and this, that and the other. But he's been watching my content, you know, and I'm very critical of the game, but I'll give it its props. It has improved, it is much better now, it's much more stable, smoother. Some things are still a bit squiff, but it is a much better product as it is now, almost a year later. It's taken 12 months to make this game launchable. But anyway, he's now starting a series on FS25, and it is something that he doesn't normally do. It's a start from scratch in a survival-esque map, and it's not a map he's ever played before. It's not a style that he normally does. He normally likes to go with a pre-made farm and then have a challenge or story to tell. This time he's gone for the empty map and set himself a challenge and sort of with parameters to work within, and one of those is that every bit of machinery he uses has to be from the second-hand market, which is quite a thing because you don't know what you're going to get. The second-hand market is going to determine what he does on his farm. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that one goes. It's only just released. I think there's only been one episode so far. I think as I'm recording this, the next episode will probably come out today. So I'm looking forward to that. I think he's got a few episodes queued up, ready to go. So yeah, go check him out. Simudad is awesome. Now, that is somewhat annoying. The seeds in the front wouldn't go with the seeds in the back. Now, before, that always just sort of switched over, didn't it? Is that not possible with these? Or did I have to turn it on? Is that what the problem was? So I've just emptied the little seed tank, or not the big seed tank, and just took the seeds out and I've topped up from there. Does that only work with specific seeders? Let me know in the comments. And is there a seeder that will work with these, or is there a seed tank that I can add that will work with these? Is there one that's already in the game that'll feed it? I mean, I know the hoses and everything don't go across, but that was never an issue in 22. A shame if that is how it is. Or was there? In 22, there was a seed tank that we could attach and then attach that too. It was a small one, weren't it? It was a small one, and you could attach to it. That dog is doing my head in. Yeah, not here. But we've got plenty of seed, and the seed's now not that far away, so it's not an issue to do. But I'll just have to remember to bring seeds over, or I'll have a look on the mod hub and see if there's another like seed tender tank type thing that we can attach to this. But yeah, in 22 with the DLC when it came out, there was a tow behind, and then you could fit that on it. If I remember rightly, I'm sure there was. I do remember doing something like that. But also in the past, you could attach a front tank, and that would tend to your rear-fitted seeder or planer, regardless. Shame. Shame. There's always something. Every episode we buy something that we don't really need, waste some money, and mess up something that I really should know inside and out by now. But no. Didn't know that. So we just have this final edge to run, and then we have the headland at the top that I want to just do a clean run on. It's a shame I didn't get that straight, isn't it? But never mind. I'm thinking we might have space to maybe put another one in down here. I'm not sure whether it'll run all the way up to the pasture or not, because I'm not quite sure if I'm going to want extra space for any extra buildings or something here. I don't think I will need any extra buildings, but we could put another field that runs in pretty close there. I did put a track in down the top here as well. Oh, yeah, it is the top, up the top here. I swear, every time I start talking, them dogs just bark. I had this before a few weeks ago. So yeah, I can run a track down in between and across the top, connect things up. I'm trying to leave room for stuff like that when, use the term loosely, designing my field areas. So we want tracks, I want plenty of space to turn my machinery. I want nice sort of grass headlands and verges and what have you to get by. The seed has gone quite a way as well. If I remember rightly, these yield quite well. So I know it's cost us 50, 60, so was it about 80, 90 grand. But in time, these crops will recoup that. If we do one or two of these fields, if I do dig up another one so we can plant another one in May, because I don't think we've got a lot else to do, to be fair. So if we dig up and plant another one for May, obviously it then recoups its expenditure much quicker. What I need to do is actually head back and grab these. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about the... I could keep it, because if I keep it, it might work with other seeders, planters that we have. I'll try it with everything. It might just be that it doesn't work with the veggie planters. Once again, let me know in the comments. Oh, let me know why I do that wrong every blooming time as well. Just fill it up, and we'll get this put back to the farm, and then we're going to attach our fertilizer spreader, because we obviously need to fertilize the red beet, and also we need to go... now there's a car racing around. Oh dear. And we need to fertilize. I don't know if you pick it all up yet until I get into editing, and I should probably never mention it, because half the time you can't hear it, but I can hear it, and it pisses me off. But yeah, we need to fertilize the grass as well. So that's what we're going to do. I also don't think it'll be too long until I need to really start thinking about possibly getting a trail behind spreader as well, just for the extra capacity, because some of our fields are getting rather large, and when I'm doing the lime spreading particularly, it's a lot of trips back and forwards, because the lime doesn't seem to go as far. The fertilizer seems to do quite well, but lime not so much. But we'll get these done. Oh, what I should be doing, actually again it doesn't really matter, I always say I need to... oh, what was that? I'm going to turn it off. Must be the wrong control. There it is. Crop sensor on. Again, I don't think it makes any difference till a crop has grown, so perhaps I should wait until a crop has grown before I spread. Again, let me know. Let me know. Is that the right thing to do? Wait until the crop has actually grown a bit, then use the crop sensors whilst doing the spreading? Am I doing this all wrong? Have I been doing this wrong for like 3 years, 4 years? Since forever? No, it's only been since 22 that we got the sensors, weren't it? This is why we have to have the big runoff, like just loop round then. So I've been and topped up some more fertiliser for the grass job. The red beets took us down to 70%, so 30% of that got used up. But we know there's a lot of grass here, and it needs a lot of fertiliser. I think I forgot to fertilise it last time, or did I do it late? Again, poor memory. I cannot remember. We should just jump straight in on it. Lovely job. If I put my little map up, it should sort of show me, although it's a little bit bitty, isn't it? Always a bit bitty. Never mind. Yeah, that'll be alright. That'll be fine. There are the little patches in this grass as well, which I think are from weathering. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on there. The grass looks different, so I'm not even sure if it's going to grow the same. Just, I think that might be one of the tufts up there. Also, I used Courseplay to do the initial cut for me. And I forgot they had it set on round corners, so it didn't go into the corners. So we've still got a little bit of grass on there, but that wouldn't have made much difference with our bale count, I don't think. Because we dropped a half full bale anyway. Too close to the edge, so it's not spreading. You have to be away for it to properly spread. This is why you should use the GPS. But alas, I do try. So yeah, in that corner there, we've got grass. But in this, those centre circle swirls is where we had the grass damage. Yeah, very interesting. We could just plough it up and not even plough it up, just reseed it with the direct drill. But we'll leave it for now. See what it does. But I think this might be a short one. This might be it for today. Because like I said, I'm still to and fro as to whether to plough up another small veggie field. I think it would make sense. So I might have a field ploughed up ready, or I might just save it until later on at the end of April, start of May. So we'll plant in May, so we've just got that extra leeway with harvest time. I'm sure we can plant it over 2 months for the crop. I'll double check that before we go. But yeah, I think that'll be it. It might be a short one, but we've done all our grass work on this field. Bales have come in. The sheep are fine, the cows are fine, the goats are fine. I did have a look. There were no decent cows to go and get. There were no decent goats or sheep to go and get. So we've got no extra animals. I did grab 1 extra cow in between episodes and 2 extra sheep. But that is it. So there's still quite limited on them. So we're not expecting masses of wool. We're not expecting masses of milk. The goats do nearly have 1 full pallet of milk for us. It's taken 2 years, so the first milk in there is a bit sour. But hey, it's farm sim and that's how it rolls. But yeah, I'll finish this and I'll just move on. I might just go take out a few more trees, probably not for sale. I'm not going to lease the chipper, so if I do take them down, I'll probably just stick them on a trailer, or I'll probably chuck them in the trailer and take them for sale. Probably be easier for me rather than putting out the extra expense, because I can't afford it at the minute. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Plenty of feedback required on this one with regards to like the seed sort of tank thing on the front and stuff like that. Like, yeah, do they just not work with those? Do they not work like they used to? Let me know. Hit me back with some feedback, because I do need some help with that. And anything else that we might have brought up today. And again, go check out Simudad, go check out Cartech. I say, hopefully you've enjoyed this one though. If you have, give a big fat thumbs up down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on, find out when new videos are going live. As always, comments and feedback down there. Massive thank you to the channel members. You guys are awesome. Your continued support is muchly appreciated. If you want to support the channel yourselves, you can. Just hit the join button. Channel membership starts from 99p. All tiers of channel members get early access to all the content we put out on the channel. Different tiers are there just for those that want to give a little bit more. No one's obligated to do so. At the minute, all content does eventually get released, although I am considering some membership only content when I get the time. But ultimately, you guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.